17mm socket. See if I can put this somewhere where you can kind of see. So whilst that's draining, let's remove the sprayer and get the plastics off. Okay, that's the tank off. I still keep forgetting to put my my head mount on, but anyway, so seat off. Get to the battery, which I should have disconnected this a long time ago, but again, I forget. I think whilst I'm at it, I'll give this a good clean out as well. You don't need to disconnect the battery, but I am going to do some electrics on it, which is another video. So I shall disconnect the battery, I shall remove it, try to clean it here. But before then, pop the covers off, which might actually be easier with two hands, which is typical. The older 420 I had was much easier. Like, you just pull the side off, the other side off, and that was it. You were there. They're taking it all off. But yeah, it does need a clean, alright. So, still draining a wee bit. Disconnect the battery, and then we'll change the spark plug. Inside here's air filter, which I am a bit worried to see. Yeah, he's changed alright. So let's get a screwdriver and with the battery out, whip this off. See it. I probably shouldn't be doing this over the air intake box, but anyway. Yeah, look at that. This needed done quite a while ago. Glad I'm getting this done. And no gloves. Yeah. This needs a clean out as well. But that's why we're doing this. Full service. Clean it all out. Spark plugs next. Okay. Got the spark plug lid off. And the exhaust is still hot, even the shield. Can you see that? Yeah, not. It's not the dirtiest I've seen, but that yeah. Again, good time to be changing. Want the majority of this done before lambing 2026. So let's whap a new spark plug in. Nice and clean. You're running like a Cadillac. So. Whap her in. I was watching a video the other day of some guy. He was working on one of these gator things. They have what do you call it? Well, I know it was a UTV, ultra-terrain vehicle. Where he was, I think he was in America, and he was using an impact gun on spark plugs. I thought that was brave. I certainly wouldn't be. You know, like, they give you torque specifications, but after time, you kind of get the feel of it, you know. So that's that. What's next? Oil filter. We'll get that off now and swap that over. Hopefully you stay there. I don't know why I went up to them. Yeah, that's legit. Engine. So obviously you can't pre-fill it, so we'll stick it in, and we'll try and stick this in best we can. And I heard something fall, just a pin. So once this is done, we'll fill it up with oil, check for any leaks, and then move on to the diff oil. A lot of rambling and talking shouldn't be. Next on the list is top it up with oil. Yeah, I was good about cleaning, and nice and clean now for whatever's gonna go on. So here's the fill port. Let's get some oil. .3 yada yada liters, I believe, I think. I hope, I don't know. I am using 10W30. Apparently it's supposed to be good for quads and bikes. Smith & Allen oil. I use their oil for tractors, so I thought, well, it's good enough for the tractor, it's good enough for the quad. Well, saying that, I use Miller's sometimes. Can you even see what's actually happening? Kind of. Okay, that's 2 liters in apparently. I thought I'd done more, but right, so that's 2 liters gone in, apparently. We shall see. So, manual says stick it into the seat, don't screw it in, take it out, and check the oil. So it says here I'm overfilled it a wee bit, but you think once you start it and the pressure, the oil circulates, the filter and that will drop. So I'll just start it and then check it again. So that's connected. That should be enough. Just check for any oil leaks. And don't see any, which is good. All good. So check it again. In a second. Oh, again, in. Ever so slightly low, not by much. I see, that's pretty much bang on the money. Well, now's as good a time as any to give it a clean, so I'm going to start hoovering, clean it up, and I'll be back once I'm done. Okay, this is the new air filter, and when you compare it to the old one, you can see the difference. You really can see the difference. So we shall stick this in. Try it. It's a lot easier with 2 hands than 1, which I must admit. And doing this behind a camera isn't the easiest either. There's plenty of videos online how to do this. Don't take my word for any of it. Just taking you along for the ride, for the crack, as they say. So we shall stick this on, stick it in. I did clean in there. That doesn't look the absolute best, but the Hoover done what it could. Might have to get a rag and just go over it. Actually, hold on. That's it. Super clean. Super clean. This man wants to stay. There we go. this in. Easier said than done. Spark plug done, air filter done, a oil filter, diff oil. They say to remove this cover, but we'll see if we can do it without. So it's always best to remove the full cap first. Dealing with this oil level plug. I think this will be too tight. Go the wrong way. See, this is the stuff I'm up against. Can you see that? I don't know if it'll focus, but that bolt. No socket is going on that. It's been bashed, so I'm going to try and get one of these easy outside on it. Not pretty, but coming. Yeah. Anyway, sort that out later. A lot worse than that, but anyway, we will continue. It was overfull though. It was very, very, very overfull. That's surprising. Anyway, let that drain and fill it up. So this is the bolt that came out. See, focus isn't very good on this, but yeah, it's knackered. So pretty sure that's an M8. So yeah, that should do it. Different head size, but it should be fine. I could clean that up and keep it. Might, don't know. I won't put it back in the M8 pallet, put it around. Yeah, for cleaning. Next, oil. I think. Yep. It's a 80W90. This should be for it. So I bought myself a new pump. I broke my old one, so I think we'll give it a try. So this in there, let's go. Well, I was going to put it in this pump, but I realised this thing's got a cool spout, so I think instead of, yeah, let's see how this works. So once it starts coming out of this port here, we know it's full. So let's see how this goes. This might take a while. Okay, that's it full. Of course, my camera ran out of storage, so typical. And of course, again, I should be putting new washers and that on it, crimp washers, but I don't have, so this will do for now. But that's basically what you do for the rear end. It's as simple as that. Of course, this washer's been there. Don't worry about that. Well, not that you're going to, but you know. Get this to go on. And I need the socket. Yes. Not easy with one hand, actually. This is really difficult. But and that's the rear end done. So now front end and coolant, and that's it. So the front, kind of self-explanatory. Up there's a 10mm to take out, and obviously again you've got your fill port right here, which I did loosen. Again, make sure you can loosen the fill before actually changing the oil. So I'll just take this out. Speed it up. And the oil seems the same as the back end. It's not bad, but it is in need of change. I thought the front would be a lot better than the back, but no. So let this finish draining and I'll show you the process for filling. So that's it drained. Put the bolt back in. Now I'm going to fill it. I'm not going to record myself filling it. It's going to take a while, and without the camera and a stand it's quite awkward. But basically, just fill it up until you see oil starting to come out the fill cap, and that's you. So let's get that done. So that's it. As you can see, oil starting to come out. That's it full. So now just reinstall the cap, and next and the last thing to do is the coolant. So pop the hose off, drain the coolant and refill. So I drain the coolant. There's a bolt here. I can't, if I can get it. can't really get to it. Just this bolt here, you're supposed to loosen that to drain the coolant. I didn't opt for that. I actually took the pipe off here, but this pipe as low as possible. I drained the radiator, all the coolant from further over. The bolt that you take out is supposed to be the lowest point, but since I put the pipe down, hopefully that got most of it. I don't want to take the bolt out, just in case those wee bits or flakes or anything rusty inside, and I clogged it. So actually, when I took it out, it was very clean. Obviously, there's a lot of grass and stuff on it, just from what I was taking with it from the pan, the belly of the underside here. But yeah, so yeah, I was wrong. You can fill it up from the radiator, so I'm going to fill it up and we'll take it from there. I also drained the reservoir that had water in it, so just pop this pipe here off, and yeah, drained it. So let's fill it up and see what happens next. So after filling up the radiator, letting it heat up to temperature and cool back down again, topped it back up and perfectly level. Plenty in the reservoir as well. Hold, turn, let it blink, and it goes out. Yeah, done it right, okay. So let's take it for a spin, see what the lights are like in the dark and how it performs.